All right. I suppose I'm coming back now, a little bit earlier than I anticipated. Allow me to let people, at least in my Discord, know. Alright, we are literally continuing from where we left off. Because, well, that's what the pause button is for. Or the menu button. Alright! We have fallen into this underground lair that is conveniently illuminated by bioluminescent fungi? I hope they're fungi. I happen to really like fungi. Some would say I am a fungi. Alright. It's getting loud. Oh, I should probably... Oh, well.
Who's there?
The fine apparel of this young half-elf woman is torn and stained with blood, dust, and dirt. However, she holds herself with such dignity that you would be forgiven for thinking you were at a high society party, and not in the dank catacombs under the city. Her fingers grip her rapier hilt with confidence, ready to draw it at a moment's notice. At her feet lies a dead body so mutilated that at first glance it's hard to tell if it's an animal or human.
Relax, friend. We're not demons or cultists. Don't poke my eye out with that thing, all right? We fell down here during the attack. I'm Sela, that's Anevia, and this is our new friend. We're looking for a way back to the surface.
Really? I'm so ever glad to hear it.
She relaxes slightly.
Allow
but
me to
keeps her
introduce
hands-
myself.
Ah, goddamn.
I am
Can't do that.
Camellia. I was also in the square when... I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get into the city? I thought, naively it now seems, that the Ward Stone protected us from attack. And Terendelev, I can't wrap my head around it. I can't argue with that. We're fortunate to be alive, albeit underground.
Daskari himself has come to Canabras. There's no mistaking that ugly mug. Terendelev tried to fight him, but what could she do against a near deity? Even the Wardstone was no help. Our city used to be protected by powerful forces, but now...
We've seen how powerless they truly are. Henceforth, we shall have no one but ourselves to rely on, I suppose. Who am I? Just an ordinary citizen who decided to take a stroll through the square on the day of the festival. But that's not what you wish to know, is it? You most likely wish to know whether I'll be a burden should you ask me to join your group. No need to worry about that. I can assure you that I am skilled with a rapier, and I also possess some knowledge of magic.
I'm guessing she's a traitor.
I don't know. He must have been in the square when disaster struck. I tried to revive him, but he was already dead, sadly.
He didn't get these wounds from the fall. Be on your guard. Whatever killed him likely hasn't gone far. Hang on. I think I know him. His name's Aravashniel, the egghead from the library. He was a good lad, even if he was kind of stuck up. May his soul rest in peace.
Certainly. Survivors should stick together. It's only sensible. Who knows what else could be prowling about in these caves?
Right? Like a shape-shifting traitor. What? Oh, okay. I thought you were about to puke again.
That's right. It would be the height of foolishness to survive a demon attack only to perish under a pile of rubble.
Let's see if this poor bloke has anything useful on him. Not to sound like a heartless brigand or nothing, but we kinda need all the supplies we can get right now.
I suppose. Yes. She's wounded. I can have her cure herself. Does she have a light spell? Smell. Light? Light. Alright. With Sela. Oh, hell no. There we go.
Let's see what we can do.
Yes. Excellent. Much death and looting! There's a giant fly!
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Okay.
Here comes trouble.
I'll cut you wide open!
Studded leather. Bracers of armor +1. Doesn't stack with that. Scroll of inflict light wounds. Guess I could give that to her. And Tanky Tank can take that. I think we're good.
They will break against our resolve.
Into the fray!
Oh, yes. What the heck is that? Rainbow quartz. Alright.
We're gonna rest after this fight.
That was brutal. Oh, hey. There's a person. Hey! Hey. No. 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 Not while I'm doing this. You can stay there. All right.
No, I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere.
You struggle to make out the man's features in the gloom. As soon as he steps into the circle of light, however, you realize that you've never encountered a creature like this before. The stranger looks like the work of a vivisectionist who attempted to stitch together a lizard and a man.
Wenduok!
The man notices you and freezes. The curling horn protruding from his head casts a malevolent shadow on the cave wall.
Lan, did you find it? Who is that?
The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Wait. They might know what's going on up there.
Oh, demons are just laying waste to
If
Canabras.
things are as bad as you say, then we all have to hurry.
Oh, we do?
You didn't
Sure.
come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze.
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabras. People are dying up there. Please, show us the way out.
Who are you, tieflings?
Tieflings are the descendants of people who sullied themselves by mating with demons. Our ancestors would never sink that low. We
Now I
are
want to
the
pay.
Underground Crusaders, the children of the Crusade's finest.
Now I want to make a mongrel tiefling.
Sadly, Underground Crusaders is a bit of a mouthful, so people usually just call us mongrels.
You just love repeating that, don't you, Lan? Mongrels. That's what the Uplanders call us. But we call ourselves Neathers.
No matter what you call us, it's not gonna stop our horns, hooves, or tails from growing.
I mean, I suppose. Let's see, do I have anybody in here? Oh, same as before, it seems. I've never heard of Underground Crusaders before. That seems a little fine.
In Canabras, they're called mongrels. People say that they come up to the surface at night and eat anyone foolish enough to wander alone after midnight. To tell you the truth, I thought you guys were just a tale to tell kids at night.
That's human gratitude for you. Our forefathers suffered the consequences of demonic corruption, all to protect Mendev and Golarion. And for what? So we could become monsters used to frighten children.
Every mongrel has their own take on it. Our chief, for example, thinks of us as something like a reserve military force. He thinks we're standing by until the moment we're needed, and when we emerge on the surface and save the day, all the people will see how good we are, and they'll love us for it. Yeah, he leaves that last part out when he talks about it, of course, but it's easy enough to read between the lines.
I like this guy.
This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
Impressive.
This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else. And that our lives are not lived in vain.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy.
That's none of your bit.
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold.
Fascinating.
Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Saul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the Underground Crusaders to take up arms. If we get the Holy Sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
Oh, so this is your culture's Tide Pod challenge. Excellent.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame, and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, Lan?
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of
Or an
which,
angel's sword and a kata.
you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
Maze?
Yes. There are other ways up, but they are far from here. And after the earthquakes, there's a good chance they've collapsed. But the maze... There's a legend among our people that when the walls of the maze fall, that will be a signal for us, the underground crusaders, that the time has come to go up to the surface and fight the demons in the final confrontation. Until then, the people say the maze is shielding us from taking rash actions. I'm the only one in our whole tribe to have been in the maze. And even I don't know if it's true. But the further I went in the maze, the fresher the air became. That means that it really must lead to the surface.
When the ceiling and walls started shaking, the young ones in our tribe lost their heads. They figured the maze was going to collapse, so it was time to go up to the surface. They grabbed whatever weapons were on hand and ran off toward the maze. They think the maze is no longer a danger to them. They've been listening to Wendwog too much.
I don't know, she seems to be aware that it's a danger.
Don't try to blame this on me. Yes, I told them that our people are capable of making our way through the maze. In the future. But I always told them to wait until I had made a map of all the maze's dangers. I warned them 100 times. But it was no use. My words just went in one ear and out the other.
Yep, sounds like kids. One moment. I'm checking on something. Oh, okay.
It came here with its owner. A long time ago. 50,000 gongs, to be precise.
50,000 gongs? The Age of Dark... Wait. How many... What's a gong? Is that an hour? Is that a day?
70 years ago, in Uplander time.
Oh, okay.
50,000 gongs ago, our forebears found a dead angel here, along with the bodies of his comrades. The tribe gave them a dignified burial, and they were laid to rest with their weapons. But the flaming angelic sword was stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out. It burned to the touch, like real fire. So the rock was placed over the angel's grave. It should be here somewhere.
Maybe the angel will dig himself out and find the sword for us. That might be our best shot in this chaos.
Funny man. I appreciate
Lan,
it.
watch your tongue.
Thanks. An extra pair of eyes can only help. The sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks, swordy. Help us, and in return, we'll get you out of here.
That's a technical term.
Now we're talking.
Huh?
Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it?
What, you want to find the sword quickly, so the underground monsters bring you back to the surface? So be it.
Devoured by hidden objects, perception checks, blah, 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 blah. Alright, let's take a look at let's take a devoured by darkness. The festival organized to raise the spirits of the city ended in death and destruction. Those lucky enough to survive ended up in ancient catacombs beneath Canabras. Catacombs in which, so the rumors say, live a brood of bloodthirsty humanoid creatures. Find the way up. Even at the best of times, the caves beneath Canabras have always been considered a deadly trap. But now that earth tremors have collapsed many of the passages, it will take a miracle for those swallowed by the darkness to find their way back to the light. The more people who pitch in to help look for the sword in the collapsed caves, the sooner the mongrels will show the way to the surface. One strike from the demon lord's titanic scythe, and the merriment turned to terror, and toasts of celebration turned to moans of the dying. For those lucky enough to survive the calamity, or the catastrophe, it makes sense to seek out fellow travelers in this misfortune. Misery loves company, after all. Let's take a look. It's in a book called Reading Rainbow. Statue of an unknown knight. The technique is crude, but the figure was clearly crafted with genuine feeling. Alright, let's see here. Loot. Museum looks like an improvised museum, or perhaps some kind of temple.
Is that a trap?
No, it's not. It's loot.
I found something.
More loot. More loot. What about over here? Loot over here?
Is that treasure?
Woo! Hey, I think I found it. Actually, no, it's just a flashlight. Don't mind me. A strange flash pierces the gloom, and the mad catter feels drops of searing blood run down his chest. The wound healed by Terendelev reopens and weeps scarlet, but there is no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears, a cave chamber. This one, or another entirely. The Mad Catter's heartbeat quickens, and a stream of thoughts suddenly bursts into his mind. Thoughts that clearly belong to another. Treachery! They betrayed me, trapped me, and stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my treasured friends, the people I swore to protect. The people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. They are up ahead. There they are, up ahead in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw any closer? Do they believe I am... Pardon me. I was using the wrong voice. Do they believe I am about to die from their traitorous blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with a golden braid lies on the rocks, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join with the traitors and paid dearly for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I still have my strength, I must. While recognizing the foreign origin of these thoughts, the Mad Catter intuits that he can control them somehow. Let's try to heal the wounded girl. Furiously call out the traitors. Oh, fine, let's be benevolent. A spark of healing magic illuminates the eerie, murky scene before the Mad Catter. The wounded girl opens her eyes and whispers, Lario, you said that everything was going to change soon. You said that you and the other warriors of heaven would be leaving us on a grand mission to stop the demons forever. Is that true? The frenzy of foreign thoughts comes faster and faster, like a rushing river, and images flash by one after another. A priestess in colorful robes observing the stars, a young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword, a majestic golden-winged angel, gazing into the distance, his face covered by a helmet but his voice ringing clear. Only if you're willing, and only if you're ready. There is no going back. Then don't waste your strength healing me, the girl whispers. Your mission is more important. You take care. It is near. There in the vision, the darkness in the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears from its depths. A vague shadow, an outline, a nightmare come to life. A wave of odious chirruping and rustling emanates from the shadow. The sound piercing like hot irons lancing through flesh and bone. The traitors fall to their knees before the shadow in reverent ecstasy, and the wounded girl thrashes in her death throes. The yawning chest wound burns white hot. The Mad Catter's head pounds with pain, and it is no longer clear whose pain it is. The person called Lariel who sent this vision, or the one unlucky enough to receive it. Will? Knowledge Arcana, but the Mad Catter knows how to resist malign influence such as this, no matter its origin. Oh, I failed! Well, curses. That sucks. Maybe I can rewind? No. I mean, I am guilty of save scumming, and I'm totally going to do this in this playthrough. This strikes me as not being important enough. The force of this terrifying attack, though originating in a vision, is much greater than anything the Mad Catter can withstand. Crippling fatigue drags him to the ground, hands trembling, cold piercing his skull and slowly creeping along his spine. The one who sent the vision is experiencing something similar. He is broken and exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real. It exists only in this strange vision or memory. But the thrill of fear it provokes is more than real. The shadow's features starkly resemble those of Descari, the terrifying demon lord. In a movement as swift as thought itself, the monster's hand wraps around the throat of the one they call Lariel. The foolish angel struggling on the rocks like a fly with its wings torn off. Intones the shadow. Its voice changes as it moves, shifting from quiet whispering to a sonorous shout, becoming young, then old and quavering. Where is your goddess, angel? Where is her self-assured herald? How is it you are dying here, alone, so far from the light of your heaven? A strange calm envelops the thoughts of the one called Lariel. He recognizes who stands before him, and he knows he will never bow down before this enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand, bright, pure, flickering with multicolored sparks, like a sunbeam through stained glass. Slash! The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils with a howl, releasing his grip on Lariel's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rocks. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword, and with his last burst of strength, plunges it into the rock. The Mad Catter senses the vision is fading, the rush of thoughts diminishing like a river running dry. The last thing he hears is this: "You will kill me, monster, this I know. But one day someone will come here and raise up my sword. They will raise it up, and I'm gonna punish evildoers and traitors. That's damn right. You know, look what happened when I tried to save and protect the person who tried to save and protect me. So clearly I have to kill these motherfuckers." The vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of colors. The Mad Catter does not hear the final words, but he seems to complete the thought, taking it to heart. The words fly from his lips, and with them something else. The heat blazing in the Mad Catter's chest fades away. The edges of the scarlet wound close, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, the Mad Catter sees the flaming sword in his hand, or rather, its outline. The memory of what the sword looked like. With a final surge of warm and soothing light, the sword vanishes, and the light is drawn into his hand. The Mad Catter senses that it will return. All he need do is call it.
Hey, are you all right? You were kinda glowing just now.
That was it. The light of heaven. But how?
I guess heaven's on my mind. Jesus Christ Superstar reference. Can you tell I'm a theater nerd?
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
You saw it too? The traitors? The dying girl?
It's only us here. Your group, you, me, Wendu, and the light of heaven that sort of got, sucked into you? Any chance you can whip it out again?
Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want to get banned on Twitter. Ain't no one gonna be whipping anything out here.
Sorry, I crack jokes when I get nervous. And when I'm upset. And when I'm happy.
Oh,
anyway,
me too.
What I said, it came out wrong. We need to
You
bring
tell
to
me
Chief
that.
Sull. You can show everyone the light of heaven, we'll rally the tribe and go into the maze, and we'll get back our kin.
And what if he can't make it happen a second time? What then? The tribe will just say we're crazy and turn its back on us.
L'Ariel? That really was L'Ariel? The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone. The chief will be thrilled.
Oh, God.
You. Thousands of gongs and no one's been able to touch it. And now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood, no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions.
Yep.
Now, Wentawag, don't
'Cause
be a
I'm the
sore
PC.
loser. He is clearly different from us. The sword appeared
understands.
before him, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff. Because he doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a
don't
damn
be so
how special
harsh.
we are.
You're
We're
very
born with
special.
evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that.
You're like half lizard, half fawn or something.
I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and
That's pretty-
Sull, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the Abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier.
Whoa. The Abyss is a realm of infinite horror and unlimited danger. Its vast chasms, known as the Outer Rifts, wind through the surface of the Outer Sphere, where the Outer Rifts of the Abyss open onto realms like Elysium or even Heaven. They are the sites of eternal wars against the celestial races. Here, the armies of good maintain permanent encampments along the edges of the abyssal rifts, and do their best to prevent the rift's spread. For spreading is the correct word. The outer rifts are growing, albeit slowly. Scholars believe that this is a sure sign of the end of all things, that nothing can stop the growing dissolution of the outer sphere, and that, at some time in the future, the abyss will consume it all. Worse, the outer rifts do not contain themselves to the outer sphere. They can open anywhere, and have done so countless times before to consume entire worlds. The malevolent world wound in northern Avestan is but the latest to appear in the material plane, a rent in reality that even the full might of the nation of Mendev is unlikely to contain for long. The abyss is possessed of many layers strung together by the river Styx. Its inhabitants are demons, its rulers demon lords who wrested control of the plane aeons ago from the primordial Klipoth. It seems I can control it. Look! Light of
That
heaven!
is just-
Me! Ah!
Wow, I mean, that's amazing. Heaven has truly blessed you.
You know, you don't have to say the when you... Whatever.
This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Yes, it's similar. But this light is more... golden? Chief Saul needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras.
Lead us to your chief, and I'll decide if I'm going to help you or not.
Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really.
Woot. Skill checks, yes, I know about this. Alright. Now, how good am I at mobility? Oh, I have a +9. I'm positively perfect at it. Rolling dice. Yes. That is a thing that people do in role-playing games. Believe it or not.
Save the
Spider!
last one for me.
I will call you Spindles, and you Webbers. Spindles! Webbers! No! Henceforth, every spider will be Spindles and Webbers. In honor of you and your noble sacrifice to our XP pool. Alright. What's over here? Ooh! Another...
Here we
another
go.
mobility. Alright. Alright, let's... Oh! Loot! Mobility! Ooh, a wand. Real quick, let's save game.
The light take you!
Yes, I know what attacking is. Alright, let's see here. What loot do we have? Masterwork light crossbow. Well, don't mind if I do. Let's see. You have a long sword. Excellent. How about we give... Oh, wait, no. That's just another long sword. That's a flail. Masterwork dagger. Short spear. I'll give him that. And that. She... she can cast a spell on herself. And we will move on. I feel like... Oh. Spindles! Webbers! You're back! Oh, and you're guarding loot? Sorry. Thank you for your noble sacrifice to our ex-people. Once again. Is there anything over here? Or is that just delicious-looking mushrooms? Nothing bad ever happened from consuming mushrooms. I mean, depends on the type of mushrooms, I suppose. But, yeah. Windwog glances at Lan, who is fixing his slipped bowstring, and quickly walks over to you. Her cat-like eyes glow from beneath her hood. Listen here, you. I don't know who you are or where you're from, but you and I are the only two people here who see things clearly. That's why I'm asking you, don't show the light of heaven to Sol. Well, Lan is pretty sure that the light should be shown to the mongrels. Lan. Windwog grimaces, and a guttural, husky snarl unfurls in her throat. He wants to play the hero. His first idea, if you remember, was to grab the sword and run headlong into the maze. Does that sound like a plan to you? To me, it sounds like suicide. The worst part is that the tribe might actually take his words to heart and follow where he leads. I thought you considered the mongrels to be great warriors. The descendants of great warriors. I believe that my people are worthy of greatness, that we are strong and can do many things. That's why we were chased down here. We scared people. But it's one thing to go hunting in the caves and another to fight in the shield maze. Windwog leans closer, her pupils dilating. I've been there. I spent my whole life training so I can make it through all the way to the end. There were more of us trackers at the start. We were young and stupid. What's a couple of monsters when there's a whole world out there waiting for us? That's what we thought. But we weren't prepared. The maze is just a physical challenge. The maze isn't just a physical challenge. It's cunning and full of traps. It's dark as the primordial night, and if you close your eyes and listen, you hear whispers right behind you, and soft singing in the distance that seems to rise and fall with the beating of your heart. Windwog looks away. I had to learn from my friends' mistakes. I had to step over their bodies and go further. I don't want to have to do that again. And it will happen again if a crowd of ill-prepared fighters burst into the maze with no idea where they are going. All because Lan believes that a glowing sword will solve all our problems. Don't you want to save the kids lost in the maze? I do want to, but I'm not going to risk the future of the tribe for the sake of a few stupid kids. Tide Pod Challenge. Chief Sol is hesitant, and for good reason. He also understands how dangerous this is for the tribe. Lan's the only one who benefits from these childish games of heroism. I'll go on alone if I have to find them, or whatever's left of them, without any heroics, relying only on myself, risking only my own life. Windwog slows. You and your friends, you can come with me. Perhaps we can make it to the end of the maze together and find the way out to the surface. Now think about it. Let's go. So I'm at a conundrum. I like Lan. His personality is friendly, and he makes jokes, and he's just a fun guy to be around. Kind of reminds me of Sokka from Avatar. But Wendwog is definitely practical. Probably murderously so. And is also also at least partially feline. Though to be fair, cats often are cats' own worst enemies. Difficult to think about. Difficult to think about. All right. Well, I guess we'll go to Neathholm. You need to return to safe locations every now and then, or the abyssal corruption can weaken or even kill you. Oh! Shite. That sounds fun. Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. Mongrel! Hello, sir. How are you? If you can hunt, you're welcome to stay. Ooh. Would you look at that? Uplanders, would you look at that? He's fishing underground. Has the maze really collapsed? Who knows? We're probably gonna find out. Uplanders, they should have stayed on the surface. They've no business coming down here. Not our choice, really. Let us pray to our ancestors to bring our children back home safe to us. I have to go fetch the kitties. Oh. Cutscene. Your first impression of the mongrel village is of a squalid dump with the odors to match. Unblinking, glowing eyes watch you from the gloom, and deformed shadows slope between the huts. You see some mongrels gutting white, eyeless fish, while others are repairing fishing nets. All the signs of a normal village life, but tense expectation hangs in the air. A heavy-set, aged mongrel slowly shuffles his way towards you. The hair on his head grows in limp, wispy strands, and his face has a distinctly rat-like appearance, with pronounced teeth. And you hear rattling sound in his chest with every breath he takes. One of his eyes is white and fully scarred by cataracts, while the other gleams with moisture. Uplanders, eh? End times are upon us indeed. Chief Soul, we found the angel's sword, and we found the one who can wield it. Lan points at you. He had a vision, and now the angel's sword, together with the light of heaven, are somehow inside him. Gather the tribe. Anyone who can hold a weapon. The young ones are still alive. We can go save them. Sol raises his hand with ragged, broken fingernails. Ah, Lan. Always dreaming, always talking. You are too hasty for your own good. It's going to get you in trouble. Sol eyes you up and down. An uplander with the light o' heaven. That's too grand, too good for us. Our kind don't have good things happen. There's always a catch. Lan trusts people because he likes to believe. Isn't that right, Lan? I'm the chief. I don't work on faith. Show the light. All right. So, here is the decision. Throughout the game, you'll occasionally encountered colored options marked as associated with a specific mythic path. These are dialogue branches that embody the spirit of a particular manifestation of mythic powers. In the earliest stages of the game, these options must be selected in order to gain the opportunity to set out on the corresponding mythic path. Once your mythic path is set, unique alternatives inaccessible to other mythic paths will become available to you. Okay, cool. Wendwog stares at you intently, like a cat watching a bird, and shakes her head in warning. Is there someone else from the surface here? Sol points off to the side. There he is, hale and hearty and prim as a peacock, just like me. Sol laughs, but quickly returns to business. Schnot good. Too many uplanders. Schnot good, schnot right. What are you up to here? You're not one of us. We're not your kind. When the time comes, we will come to you, not you to us. I will help you find the lost mongrels in the maze, but you can quit hoping for a magical sword to appear. Ooh, so we can lie. Lan is mistaken. We didn't find the sword. And that will probably... I'm totally going to metagame here. That will probably lose Lan as a party option. And give me Wendwog as a party option. But if I go lawful, requires angel, mythic path, reveal the light of heaven. Lan speaks truth. But I don't want to be an angel. I want to be a trickster. Any suggestions from the peanut gallery? Anyone? No? Oh, very well. I'll do it myself. I'm gonna take the coward's way out, and I will go with the... I will help you find the lost mongrels in the maze, but you can quit hoping for a magical sword to appear. So I'm not lying because I like Lan. Wendwog is definitely brutally efficient, but Lan is more fun. At last, someone's talking sense. You don't understand. It's holy light. It was... Oh, god damn it. I have the perfect way to answer this. One moment. Where's... Aha! When in doubt, ask the alien. A D6. Evens. I reveal the light. Odds. Oh, Lan's mistaken. We didn't find the sword. Evens. I guess I reveal the light. I got a 6 even. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right. Yeah, I should do that from now on. The heavenly flame flares to life. The heavenly flame flares to life at your unspoken command. Bright, pure, dancing with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam passing through stained glass. The mongrels abandon their tasks and stare, transfixed. The light is bright, but not blinding. It is warm, but its warmth is soul deep. Went and made me perform a lawful action. Sol is silent for a while. Tears are streaming down his wide, pale face, but the old man doesn't care to wipe them away. So, it's true. The angel did not forsake us. No, he came back from the dead. He came to save our children. Lan gives you a nod of thanks. The scaled half of his face is indifferent, but the human half is visibly relieved, as if he wasn't sure all this time that you would support him. Wendwog hisses at you like an angry cat. See these fishermen, these hunters, these husks of men and women? Their blood will be on your hands. We have the blessings of angels. We will survive and help the young tribesmen. I'm not responsible for others' decisions. Say nothing. Well, Technically, I'm not. Wendwog snarls in fury. And why are they making these decisions? Because of you. You've sealed their fate. You're a murderer. You always think the worst, Wendu. We're not on our own in this anymore. We've got allies. Well, a couple at least. But one good fighter's worth 10 bad ones. You have the right of it, Lan. But we Neithers, we're going to wait. I sent a messenger to summon all the tribes. It will take time, yes, but they will all come. They will all come for the light. Wait, Lan. Wait, Uplanders. Rest a while in one of our huts. Our home is your home. All right, Chief, understood. Let's hope that a few hours isn't the difference between life and death for those kids. If they ask me what took so long, I'll tell them it was your decision. Wendwog only grits her teeth in silence. Level advancement! Woo! I leveled up. I leveled up. I leveled up. Hey, 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 hey. Okay. Combat victories and other achievements give your characters... Yes. I know about that. When character gains a level, they gain new blah, 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 blah. Alright. So. Leveling up time. I need that first +1 attack bonus modifier because I want to be... able to attack with finesse. I am also still completely indecisive as to what type of arcane trickster I want to be. Let's see. So, I need trickery at 4. I need mobility at 4. Sneak attack 2. Okay. And the ability to cast second level spells. And knowledge arcana 4. Oh, cool. It does say the current value. So many times in games, they will show these requirements. Well, not a lot of games. They haven't exactly had a... Oh, no, there's been plenty of 3rd edition 3.5 based games. Never mind. Ignore me. And yeah, so that's really cool. Can't cast spells. Can't get... Wait, no, I can cast spells. Arcane spellcasting, see? Range Leger Domain. Arcane spellcasting, okay. Class skills. I wish it gave us more information about that. So what is good? It would have to be something where intelligence is the main attack modifier, or main spell thing. Because my charisma is good, but not great. My intelligence is great, but not excellent, and my dex is excellent. So wizard is kind of the obvious option. Ooh. I wonder what the viability of an arcane trickster witch would be. Let's see. Patron. Hex Channeler. Oh, that's so in line with Kata. That's so in line with me. Bad luck, you know. Witch of the Veil. I get spells, which is familiar, so I can get a kitty cat. Simple weapon proficiency, major hexes, grand hexes. And what does the hex channeler get? I could basically end up healing, doubling. You still have a patron. Hex, simple, what does it replace? It doesn't tell me. Well, I'm not going to take witch, either way. Otherwise, there's sorcerer. That's charisma based. I think witch is charisma based, actually. If so, that kind of screws things for me. Patron Hex. No, it is intelligence. Oh. Oh. Okay. So that is actually quite the possibility. I've never considered an arcane trickster witch. Like, the wizard is kind of obvious. Magus. I could be even more combat-oriented. What cantrips? Spell combat. They're only half-casters, though. Witches are full casters. Kineticist. I'm gonna try witch. Arcanist. Arcanist seek magic. Arcane reservoir. You know, I never actually got the supplement that gave me arcanists. What the hell are they even? Some spellcasters seek the secrets of magic, pursuing the power to make impossible possible. Others are born with magic in their blood, commanding unbelievable forces as effortlessly as they breathe. Yet others seek to meld the science of arcane scholars with the natural innate might of innate casters. These arcanists seek to discover mysterious laws of magic. That sounds awesome, but not for this character. Maybe a future character, who knows. I have a feeling I will happily play this game again. So we're going to just go with Rogue, Sylvan Trickster. We're going to level up here. And let's just do one for all. What? Oh, huh? I want my perception up. How did I... or my persuasion up? How come I started off with... Hold on. Oh, I see. I see. Well, stealth, persuasion, perception. Knowledge world has been helpful, but knowledge arcana, trickery, mobility. Alright. I'll do knowledge world later. But for now, this is fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Phaetrix! So instead of rogue tricks, I get Phaetrix. I have no idea what that means, technically, but... oh, I guess it gives... Oh, it blends me with the witch stuff? I guess I am going with witch. This makes me happy. Oh, I'm kind of giddy. Ow. Out of water. I'll be back forthwith. Oh. Yes, yes. Cackle? Cackle madly as a move action. Oh. I'm gonna love this. Any creature within 30 minutes effect of an evil eye hex, fortune hex, protective luck, or any misfortune hex caused by the witch has the duration of the hex extended. Oh, hell no. Wait, what? That's more than half the witch's class level. I'm not going to do that one now, but that will be interesting. So, Fey Trick. Fast Stealth, Focusing Attack, Confused, Shaken, Fortune. A bit of good luck for one round. Healing. This acts as Cure Light Wounds spell using the Witch's Caster. Oh, that's useless to me right now. Ice Plant. Hex grants a witch +2 natural armor bonus to AC. The effect leaves the witch's skin thick and stiff to the touch. Iron Guts. Cast Iron Stomach. Okay. Misfortune. As we're fighting demons, I'm going to definitely make, take Weakening Wound. A combat trick would be nice. Actually, hold on. Do I get a feat? I get Evasion. Oh, I get a feat at next level. Ah, well. Okay, so... Weakening Wound. Excellent. Yes, that sounds good. I don't know, I'm tempted to take a combat trick, but that seems... let's do this. Alright, Sela! She is a straight-up paladin. She has 3. Let's give her lore. Let's give her lore religion as well. We'll give her athletics. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's right. It's not a... I think V is class skills. Or not. That seems weird. Let's go back a moment. Paladin. Class skills: knowledge, lore, world, lore, nature, persuasion, knowledge, arcana, lore, religion. Alright, we'll do lore, religion, and call that good. Wait, what? Did I lose one? Okay, whatever. She get lay on hands, and divine grace. Excellent, excellent. All right. And what about you? I'm not sure how I feel about you. Another witch. Oh no, a shaman. Different. Persuasion, lore, nature, religion, knowledge, world, arcana. Wow. She only has 2. Trickery. Let's see here. Let's do a knowledge. Let's make sure we have at least one person with knowledge religion. Or nature. Eyes her suspiciously. And she gets a hex. Battle Master, Shaman makes an extra attack of opportunity each round. Battle Ward, Chant. I'm gonna go with healing. Zen Archer. Well, let's do athletics and mobility. We'll keep his perception up. Precise shot. There we are. Yes, short bow. No, of course I'm going to make him go long bow. Even if he doesn't have one now. I'm going to get one eventually and he'll be a badass with it. Alright, and one final one. Fighter. God's damned, I'm glad I chose a rogue. Just horribly equipped altogether in this place. Alright, bonus combat feat. Bravery. Alright, and she has lower nature and perception. I'm gonna give her perception. Because her lower nature doesn't go higher than... I mean, yeah, it's... Camellia has 1 rank in it now, and she's already better than her. So, we'll go athletics. Somebody has to have athletics in this group. Land does. Oh. What about this? No. Maybe I will stick to knowledge, lower nature, and perception. No, I'm going to spread it around. I'm going to give her athletics, just in case. Bonus feat. Weapon focus. Armor focus, blind fighting, combat reflexes, coordinated defense, coordinated maneuvers, deadly aim, dodge, exotic weapon proficiencies improved. Actually, what is her? What's her stats? Oh, crap. It won't tell me. Skills. What are her skills? Gotta pick a bonus feat. I don't even know what she wields. So I don't know why I would get weapon focus. She has a high dex. So... Dodge. What was her first level fighter feat? Fighter proficiencies. Precise shot. Okay. So she's also an archer, it seems. Point blank shot and precise shot. Alright, so she's definitely going archer route. So I guess exotic weapon proficiency is improved initiative. See, this is what I get for not planning these builds, but I don't like to do that. Okay. Deadly Aim. You can choose to take a -1 penalty on all ranged attack rolls to gain a +2 bonus on all ranged damage rolls when your base attack reaches blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it's power attack for that. Okay, sure. Let's do that. Yeah, she has a 20 dex. A good strength, so she's not, you know, she's no slouch in melee. But that just means I'm going to give her a finesse weapon. And eventually give her weapon finesse as a feat, because of course I am. Now, is she just a straight-up fighter? Yeah, it says just fighter. Okay. Alright. Straight-up fighter. I don't know. She called me a murderer. She might turn on me, so I gotta be ready to deal with that. Alright. Let's see. Who do we have? Anybody in the chat? Well, nobody in the chat, but we do have Dancrit, Hosu312, Freaky YOLO NR1, Jile Shipuff. Welcome! I hope you're enjoying. I kickstarted this game, and I have been loving it. I liked Kingmaker, but I enjoyed this adventure path a bit more. So, let's continue. Oh, whoops. Let's zoom out a bit. Alright, we've gained experience. I'm gonna go talk to the human. Oh, loot. Don't mind if I do. Wait, where did he say the human was? He said the human was... Oh, that's a mongrel. Or a surfacer, not necessarily a human. Don't mind if I do. Pardon me as I take all your stuff, you know, light of heaven and all that. Alright, let's see, and we came up from here. So... Horgus Worm. Finally, someone from the surface. I was beginning to lose hope. An elderly man in expensive but not ostentatious clothes approaches you. His face is peppered with several healed cuts and bruises and twisted in an expression of extreme discontent. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Horgus Worm. Yes, that Worm. Sorry, I can't help it. His name is Worm. You no doubt have heard of me. If you've spent any time at all in the city, I have a business proposition for you. I'm sorry, I'm new here. Who are you? You truly are freshly arrived to the city, then. You couldn't have picked a worse time. That's for certain. Only just arrived and the city's been razed to rubble. You should know that you are looking at one of the richest and most distinguished men in Canabras. Compost the rich kids. I may not be as well known as a certain swaggering loudmouths who spend their lives traipsing from one ball to the next, but the Worm Trading Company is one of the pillars of the city, I'll have you know. Did you see the marquees in the square? I paid for those. Tried any festival delicacies? You have Horgus Worm to thank for that. Worm. For a moment, Horgus's eyes focus on Camellia before his gaze returns to you. Like everyone else, down I went when that accursed beetle cleaved the ground in twain beneath our feet. I'm lucky I didn't break my neck in the fall, but I'm doubly lucky that I didn't encounter any subterranean cockroaches on my blind wanderings, and instead came across hunters from this settlement. Although I must say that I first glimpsed their physiognomies. I know words. My life flashed before my very eyes. But they turned out to be decent chaps, frightening to look at, but able to keep a bargain. You don't speak very kindly of the mongrels, even though they saved your life. Ha! Kind words are for people with hours to frit away on pleasantries. Horgus Worm speaks his mind, and speaks of himself in the third person, apparently. And he pays for services rendered not with kind words, but with hard coin. I gave the mongrels my dagger in exchange for their help. Its handle is worth more than their whole village. I have to wonder, though, what are they going to do with those jewels? They seem like the type who would prefer a coil of rope to a frickin' bejeweled dagger. But hey, shiny things. I like shiny things. All right, fine. What's the business proposition? Now, I don't know what's happening on the surface right now, but I'm determined to find out. You have no intention... I don't know why I keep switching my voice, but whatever. You have no intention of seeing the rest of your days in this village, I suspect. We must find a route back to the surface, to the city, if there's anything left of it. You look promising, like someone who can turn a demon into minced meat before they have time to sneeze. I could use a companion like you. You are strong. It will be no trouble to you. But alas, I am not as fit as I once was. I can't go crawling about through caves, playing at scouts. My proposition is simple. Lead me back to the city, and I shall pay you 1,000 gold coins. I suggest we help this man. It is good to have friends among the Cannabis elite. You're a succubus, aren't you? Plain all innocent. You're a fucking succubus. Alright, fuck it. Let's try 2,000. Ha-ha! Horgus's gaze is piercing. Are you taking advantage of my dire circumstances? Very well. 2,000. Fine, we'll make it a deal. Splendid. In the meantime, I shall sit here in the village. We have to go. Go on now, don't forget our agreement. When you find the way out, be sure to tell me. Clear a path to the surface for Horgus. Horgus Worm's first priority is finding a way to the surface. He is willing to pay generously for guide and hire the finest bodyguards money can buy. Unfortunately for Horgus, the best bodyguards are not in the vicinity. Hey! Power twists and warps all who possess it. Once a person becomes accustomed to a special position in society, they develop a condescending attitude to others. This attitude remains even when society itself crumbles around them. Horgus Worm is a man blessed by noble birth, and no small amount of superiority. Has found himself in unusual circumstances. He persists in clinging to his riches and power, even as their value dwindles with every passing minute. Okay. And we are on Devoured by Darkness. The last chapter to complete this quest, or it will fail afterwards. Mongrels say the shield, so even at the best of times, caves and canabras have always been considered a deadly trap. But now the earth tremors have collapsed many of the passages. It will take a miracle for those swallowed by the darkness to find their way back to the light. The more people, blah, 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 blah. We have already done that. Find other survivors. Blah, blah. Rest in the hut. Mongrels say the shield maze that leads to the surface holds many dangers. Before setting off, it would be wise to rest in the village hut, as Chief Sull advised. A festival organized to raise the spirits of the city has an... Oh yeah, that's the beginning text. Okay, I don't need to go over that again. Y'all don't... Huh? What? Okay, alright. You go. Go with your kung fu. I appreciate you. Kung fu, I appreciate you. Alright. So, let's take a look around. What do we have? We have more mongrels. Hello, mongrel. As the maze really collapsed, they're all just going to say some variation of that, aren't they? More mongrels, more mongrels. Horgus Squirm. And Anivia. Hi, Anivia. Brilliant idea. How come I didn't think of it? Now, if only the cultists would tell us they were cultists, then we wouldn't have to waste time investigating on citizens who decide to go all cloak and dagger right under our noses. Okay, getting a little testy. It's an old matter. Miss Tireblade here has the notion of spying on me, then rummaging through my goods. I ask you, do I look like a cultist? Humph! I think the entire point of cultists is that, or at least secret cultists, is that they don't look like cultists, but, hey. Nah! Cultists don't look like cultists, That's kind of the whole problem. And you, Mr. Gwyrm, built a whole secret operation of buying and smuggling into the city. What was it? Oh, yeah. Magical weapons. How was I supposed to know that all the rigmarole with middlemen was so you could anonymously donate supplies to the Crusade? Don't you see? I have a reputation to uphold. One that I value most highly. Horgus Gwyrm is a hard-nosed businessman, not a good fairy from a tale. Yes, I care about my city. Yes, I wish to see that its defenders, my defenders, were well-fed, healthy, and well-armed. But to make those donations openly was unthinkable. I might as well hang a sign outside my door, welcoming in every sponger, leech, and parasite in the city. I almost believe him, but he cast a knowing look at Celestine, whatever her name is. I appreciate your help for the Crusade. No jokes. You're an all-right bloke. But carrying on a secret dealings in a city teeming with cultists is a huge pain in the backside for us lot whose job it is to keep an eye on that sort of thing. Alright, how's the leg? Well, it hasn't fallen off yet, so that's good. They bandaged me up all nice and smeared some stinking stuff on the wound, so it looks like I'm gonna live. They said wait a day and I'll be right as rain, so I'm waiting. What do you think is happening in the city now? Perhaps the city is no more. If Discari himself appeared, there's no telling how bad things are. Can you hold off on writing our obituaries yet? The city's full of fighters, and besides, that it's barely a stone's throw from Nerosian. I think our people will hold on, long enough for reinforcements to come from the Queen. This ain't Discari's home turf. He's gonna have to retreat or else fight off the whole Mendevian army. Nerosian, the capital of the Crusader state of Mendev. Nerosian is designed first and foremost as a defensive fortification to hold back the endless demonic hordes of the Worldwound. Nerosian is also a holy city of Iomedae. Many of its notable residents are devout worshippers of Iomedae, including Queen Galfrey, the ruler of Mendev. The cruciform cathedral to Iomedae is central to both Nerosian's physical structure and the defense of the city. The cathedral also draws faithful pilgrims from afar to worship at its renowned holy site. What do you think of the Mongols? I thought they were just a story, the sort of thing drunks in the taverns would come out with. Now I discover that it's true. Well, what can I possibly think of them? The poor creatures are unfortunate with their faces and their minds so deformed. Don't be ableist. It's a miracle they're even alived. Alived? Then again, speaking of stories, truth be told, stories are all I ever knew about Kitsune. Word has it there's a lady diplomat in the capital, a true fox, both in looks and behavior. But I have never met her myself. Perhaps mongrels are not that exotic by comparison. Thank you. Honestly, the part that boggles my mind is that they're the descendants of the first Crusaders. All these years they've been living beneath our feet in caves in the dirt. If I'd known the legends about them were true, I'd have dedicated my life to getting them out of this place.
To what end? The people of Canabras would have stoned them on sight, and Prelate Hulrun would have had them tossed on the pyre in mass. Whatever the ills of this place, it is their home. How long do you think they would have to survive on the city? I'm going to go home. Last I knew, I owned a very fine mansion. I shall see what's still standing, or if I am now homeless.
I am going to find Irabeth. She's my wife and the leader of the Eagle Watch. As long as she lives, she won't allow Canabras to fall.
Excellent. Go on then, and don't dilly-dally. The sooner we get out of here, the likelier we are to find some people still alive up there.
Take care of yourself. Okay, so, I want to take a look here. Let's see. Change shape. Kitsune in human form cannot use the bite attack. Okay. I'm gonna select that because fuck yeah. Oh, okay. That's cool. Light of Angels. You summon a soothing light, warming the hearts of your allies and obscuring the vision of your enemies. Every ally in 20 feet gains 1 temporary hit point for 1 hour, and the enemies become dazzled for 1d4 rounds. Demoralize. Oh. Treat affliction. I guess it's a... What's that from? Coup de grace. Yeah, eventually I'll end up getting into turn-based, but right now I'm doing all right with all this. I'm going to stay in fox form while I'm among the mongrels. When I go back to the surface, I'm going to go into human form. All right, well, let's continue. Dyra. Who's Dyra? There you are. A tall woman with a face deformed by an enormous swelling smiles broadly at you, showing off her double row of small sharp teeth. You, from the surface, you must be tough to make it all the way here. Never thought I'd see the day. Call me Dyra. Let's trade! Oh, you're so eager to trade with me. Because all the people here are no better than animals. What? Wow. Being overcome with coughing, wiping her mouth as she continues. Our forefathers lived in the city like you. Our people love to reminisce about armies, knights, and crusades. But I couldn't care less about that. Savages with clubs can fight a war. Only civilized folks can buy and sell. Well, people around here call me all sorts. Dyra the Hoarder, Dyra the Coin, Dyra the City Girl. Like that's a bad thing. I trawl the caves, picking up all kinds of things from the surface that wash down here through your sewers. I trade all kinds of junk for food and clothes, but I only part with my best finds for coins. Got no coins? Forget that. Forget what money is? Well, then I have no use for you. If you want city goods, you need to pay for them with gold like city folk. Well, fine. Let's see what you got, Dyra. All right. Vendor. Yes, I know what a vendor is. Okay. Hide, leather armor, tight pick, throwing axe, short bow. Ooh. Well, let's see here. I don't think I'm gonna have enough, but maybe. Who knows? Caustic mold. That's good for scribing scrolls. Okay. Alright, well, let's pearls. Okay. Grinding stone. Gems. Thank you. Let's see, and I need 200 for this. Mutated fish. Okay. Probably not going to use that. Going to keep the ever-burning torch. I'll sell the masterwork dagger. Yeah. Short spear, comma. I think I'll give that to what's his name. Masterwork great sword. Ooh. Long sword. Flail. Padded armor. Copper ring. Bone meal. Coal. Fairy mushroom. Well, that sounds fun. Bezoar? Oh, potions and scrap, of course. Fine feather. Okay. I just need, 17 more. Do I have... Alright. There we go. Okay. Excellent. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Alrighty. So, cool. Now, who to give that quiver to? I like that they have a beginning... Like, I could use it, sure. Well, no, I have a crossbow, not a bow. Not that sort of bow. I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to try and keep this guy around, so... equip? Okay, it goes down there. Shoot 20 units of cold iron ammunition... Okay, cool. Awesome. Alright, well. Let's go looting. Probably didn't have to get rid of that ever-burning torch, but whatever. There's a lot of stuff here. This is a rest. Time passes. Yeah. I've got to explore a bit more and do all this other shit, so give me a moment. Ooh, an eyeball. Is this where I came in? Yeah, I think it is. Did I make a full circle? No, I came in down the other end. Hut for resting, Horgus worm. Rest? Oh, okay, that's the hut for resting. Okay. And I think there was something back this way that I hadn't acquired yet because I got caught up in something. Ah, yes. Loot! I have the light of heaven. Give me your stuff! I should also... Let's see. She's got a shield. He's got his bow. Does he have a longbow? Okay, cool. I got the right bow for him. She too has a longbow. Okay. Comma, not a comma. Jesus, come on. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to Dyra. I want to get... Let's trade. Okay, so... that, probably don't need it. Let's see. Handful of gems. Pipe. That thing. That's good for brewing and scribing. I don't know how deep I'm going to get into that, but hey. Shining scale! Wooden plate! Carved figurine! Excellent. Do you have... What do you have as far as... heavy crossbow, that's pretty cool. Short bow, flail, short sword, leather armor. Thick pads. That's... It's enchanted, okay. Leather armor, short sword. I'll worry about all that shit later. Oh, I have a lot. I didn't realize I... Well, now I feel stupid. Oh well. Okay, let's go rest. Let's advance this story. Where's... There it is. There's the hut. The messenger returned. Tribes are gathering at the entrance to the maze. Our people have already gone... Our people have already gone there. I've warned Anivia and that old guy who won't even acknowledge me. Take your time, there's no rush. The most important people always show up late. Lan looks around. Everything's going to plan, but one thing's bothering me. Wendwog's gone. Yep. She's kind of pissed. By Mongol standards, yes. But don't be too disappointed when you see the reality. There aren't many of us who can hold a weapon, and fewer still who can do any damage with one. What do you think happened to Wendwog? I don't know. She always has been stubborn. Maybe she decided she could do it all on her own. I hope she comes back. We'll struggle without her, and she'll struggle without us. No matter how hard, she'll deny it. What about Anivia and Horgus? Are we just going to leave them here? Once we've cleared the maze, the way ahead will be safe. Anivia's in no state to fight, and that Horgus guy, well, he doesn't look like he'll shift an inch unless we roll out a red carpet all the way to the exit. Still, are you sure the maze is the only way to the surface? There was another passage, the one I used with my dad when we left, then came back. The chief back then. He found it and filled it in, to stop anybody else from going against the ancestors' wishes. And what the ancestors wanted was for everyone to go through the maze. I'm not sure of anything right now, but we don't have a choice. We can only go forward. There were other passages, but they're far from here, and with all these earthquakes, who knows what condition they're in now. So our best bet is the maze. If it doesn't lead anywhere, then we can consider our next move. Let's go. No time to lose. Let's go. But before we do, thank you. I was so happy I forgot to thank you before. But you've done something no one else has done in a long time. You've given the mongrels hope. It's like we're starting to believe that we're worth something, now that we have the power of the angels on our side. It won't change anything, of course. But at least you'll help us save the young ones. Hopefully. Let's go through the main gate. Straight road... The straight road is the shortest. Where's the main gate? Oh, that way. Let's... Alright. Has the maze really collapsed? Bob, you've said that like 15 times. How long has this been? Have I been doing this one? We're going on almost 2 hours. Wonderful. Almost 2 hours. Any of you watching, thank you for hanging out. I will probably stop the stream here pretty soon. I think 2 hours is enough. Or maybe I'll go another hour. Who knows? It's my Friday. Well, technically Saturday. Yes, a formation. All right, I get what a formation is. I've played these games before. That said, I do want a different formation. No, I don't like that. Wait, what? Oh, hold shift to move characters freely. That's weird. What? What's going on here? Optimal auto formation? Hell no. This is closer to optimal. But I think I prefer this. Only thing is, let's have Sela in front. And there we go. There we are. Sela, you tank. We'll flank. Well, before I go, I'm going to give you all... Well, alright, this monster here is like a pushover, so... Attack! The power of heaven is on our side! How about no? How about let us go first? The tribes are gathering. Soon we will attack. How long can we wait? The other tribes haven't turned up yet. We're going to wait for them. Just another while longer. Knowing so, the preparations will take the best part of a day. Let's go take a look at the maze ourselves and see what's what. I mean, hey, that's sensible. First I want to see who's over here. Anything special over here? Let's go see what's over here. Oh, hey, it's a
Save
fly.
the last one for me.
Alright, so just a underground lake. Alright. Well, let's go in. Probably for the best that you all stay out here. Oh. Interesting. Okay.
Can't make the demons wait.
I mean, we can. Alright, well, let's save. Pats, what are you doing? Okay, let's see here. Charge, coup de grace, treat affliction, demoralize, light of angels. Oh, that's right.
Let's see if I can sneak around.
Yes. Oh, I didn't know I had a spell already. Learn something new all the time, I suppose. Oh. Oh. Treasure or traps? Let's find out. Let's see, what are all these character sheets? Spellbook. Oh, do I have a spellbook? No, not yet. Okay. I was about to say, that would be a little weird. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well.
I'm gonna try this again.
I dropped! Let's try this again. Alright. Like I said, I save scum. I'm a cheating cheat. What can I say?
What's going on here?
Let's see, so I can charge. I have the light spell. We don't need the light spell just yet. Inspire Rage. This ability allows the character to accept effects of Inspire Rage. If it is disabled, the character won't accept Inspire Rage from any skull. That doesn't matter. Light of Angels, Acrobatics, Fighting Defensively, Treat Affliction. Okay.
Always be ready for the worst.
We're gonna give him that. Ow. Perfect Strike. What's this? Quiver of Cold Iron Ammunition. Not gonna do that just yet. She...
Rely on me.
So she have Lay on Hands Self, Fight Defensively, Treat Affliction, Acrobatics, Smite Evil. Okay. Yeah, she is not going to be using any acrobatics. That would just be stupid. Right. Well. I have him using point blank shot. He also has... Alright, so that's that. Didn't I give... well, whatever. Oh, no, I gave Windwog power, basically power attack for that. Alright, so... Let's see. And he will attack. Sela will march forward because I'm going to have her charge. Alright, Sela. Charge that motherfucker. There we go. That's better. That's fucking teamwork. Alright. Time to loot.
We'll win this,
And
one way or the other.
scoot. Wait, who has a higher pick lock chance than I do? Camellia? Ooh, hey, you do you, boo. Opening lock chests, yes, I know. Masterwork glaive. Scroll of some monster. I'll collect all of those. Let's get these goodies. Camellia. Punching daggers? Oh, marvelous. Are these simple weapons? Well, I think I found my simple weapon. Leather armor. Okay, cool. So, we will go to inventory. Sorry, I know short swords are more damaging, but this is more appropriate for my character. I'm gonna give that Cure Light Wands to Sela. Isn't there... Heavy crossbow. I'm going to stick with the Masterwork Light crossbow, even though heavy crossbow does D10 damage. It's so cumbersome. I want the improved chance to hit more than anything. Okay, what's this? Potion of Reduced Person. Why would I want to reduce my person? Chain shirt. She already has one. She has banded mail. Yes. And he has no armor and should not have armor at all, ever. All right. So, let's see where we are now. Let's go ahead and loot this. Take those. And since we have those, how about we also just, you know, increase everybody's potion supply. What's that? Potion of mage armor. I mean, hey. I'm sure that doesn't screw with anything. And that is reduced person. I don't know why anybody would need that right now, but, you know, you never know. Something might happen, and we might need reduced person. Okay. Everyone's stocked up on potions. Save scum awaits.
I found something.
A trap. Yes, traps. I know what traps are.
You can trust me.
No, I don't think I will. She is so going to betray us, and so is the bastard, the fat bastard. The rich bastard. Alright.
I'll watch your back.
I do not like how she says that. Oh! Oh! Elemental essence. Good for potion brewing. Okay. So, we've got 2 doors in here. In fact, let's make sure. I don't think there are any doors over here. Oh, actually, hold on a moment. Oh, what'd I do? Alright. Nope, nothing over there. And there might be something beyond the rubble, but we will go this way instead. We'll open that door.
Beautiful.
Okay. We've got books. Oh, scrolls. Alright. Oh.
Yet another obstacle.
What's that? Baphomet cultist! Well, folks, you know what to do with him. Murderize him. Using potions. Oh, someone took it. Who has the best lore religion? Characters, acknowledge world. I need to get my trickery up. She's outdoing me. Sela has religion. Yeah, I'll do Sela. Hey, Sela, check that out. What? Ah. You're useless. Useless. No, you're actually pretty awesome, Sela.
Let's see what we can do.
Since we don't actually have, like, the fighter with us. You're being a paladin. You are our shield. Our wall of hit points against us and the darkness.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I'm not going to point blank that one.
I got this.
I'll cut you wide open!
Ah.
Lan stares at the dead mongrel with sorrow in his eyes. Hovlin. His name was Hovlin. Did you know him? Yeah. He's not from our tribe, but we're both hunters, so we'd cross paths from time to time in the cave passages. We'd share news and leave supplies for each other. Then he just disappeared. Lan frowns. He used to talk about wanting to try his luck in the maze. I thought he was long dead. If only he had been. Why would mongrels attack us? Aren't we all on the same side? Something's wrong with them. Look. My body. Hi. Yes? Are you here to hang out? Watch me play games? No. Their bodies. It's like something's eating them from the inside out. Sure, maybe these guys just ate something weird or were having an off day, but I think something drove them out of their minds. Or someone. Seems like the shield maze of yours. By the way, everyone, for those of you actually watching, this is Cleo. She does not like being held this way, so it's only going to last a moment. Oh, actually, she does like being held. She's kneading my shoulder now. Oh. You just wanted some attention, didn't you? Your dad was just staring at the computer screen all night long. Alright, go on. Have a seat, like you usually do. Alright. Seems like the shield maze of yours is crawling with cultists. How did they get here? I have no idea. This is my first time here, too. Maybe they fell down here the same way you did. Lan shrugs awkwardly and looks away. Wendwog comes here all the time. I'd ask her about it if she were here. Come to think of it, where is she? Let's go. This place might be even more dangerous than we thought. And there I was hoping that we'd be the meanest things here. These mongrels and cultists. Now that I did not expect. I need to find out what's going on here. You and me saving game is impossible? That makes me nervous. I didn't sign up for that. Oh, what's this? Bloodstains still mar the ground around them. Oh, whoops. Our comfortable benches with pillows. Someone clearly enjoyed watching others suffer. Taking all the loot, all the loot. Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Here, let's have... You know, Camellia, until you betray us, you're our lockpick person, so... Thank you. So now we have a door on... 2 doors on one side, 1 door on the other. Maybe... Well, let's... When all else fails, go right. So, let's gather the party before venturing forth.
I can handle it.
Sure you can.
Save the last one for me.
Sela? Charge. And smite evil.
You won't survive me.
I'm done with you.
All right. We'll take that. That. Yes, I am looting the place. That. 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 Lockpicks. Ah. Awesome, awesome. Alright, let's see where we are. Okay, so Sela. Masterwork Falcata. Can't be equipped by this character. Dueling sword can't be equipped, and a dwarven war axe can't be equipped. Makes sense, makes sense. Sickle is a finesse weapon.
I can find better.
Okay, I thought I had to equip those. Let's see here. Leather armor. Okay, alright. Sela, what do we have? Scale mail! Less armor class for more penalty. That sounds horribly inefficient. Baphomet Cultist's Heavy Shield. I'll avoid wielding that, thank you. Tailstein. Alright, so nothing I can really use just yet. Or at least nothing that's really worth using at this point. So, let's... The hell? What is this? Oh.
I am helpful, am I not?
You are suspicious, is what you are. Superstitious. Alright, it is almost 1 a.m. here, folks. We're gonna clear out this one last room, and then I'm gonna take a break. Well, I'm gonna go to bed, it's more like. Alright. Let's go ahead and save. I should figure out what the quick save button is. Save. Pretty sure it is... Yeah, F5. And F8 probably loads. So let's do this room.
Beautiful.
Ah, there's another room. Okay. Well, how about you pick the lock?
I hope you appreciate this.
All right. I'm going to pause here, folks. I hope you have enjoyed, but I think these long videos, this is long enough for now. I might come back later tonight. We'll see. I don't really have anything going on this weekend, so yes. Oh, I completely spaced it. I was going to go to a full screen of, oh well, whatever. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Have a good night, and goodbye.